Well, I know it's been a while, friend and family, since we had a little chat. Yep, I did that cooking video and sort of been absent again. But, I'm still enjoying the Olympics. It only comes every 4 years. When you start to get up there in the years, there's always that thought in your mind. Will you be here 4 years from now? Well, I'm thinking I might be, or will be, but you just never know. Anyway, I do enjoy it, but it's winding down. With all that said, we're going to have to start getting back, staying more in touch with all of y'all. But as you can see today, it's highly overcast. And it's breezy. I mean, we've had gusting winds from 22 to 26 miles per hour. And we got, fairly strong storm front coming in. But what may amaze you, and definitely is amazing me right now, is this is February the 17th, middle of winter, even in the deep south, and we are currently 75 degrees. I mean, we were 76 yesterday, and in the high 60s days preceding. Now, I've lived here this far south for, what is this, 26 years or more, going on 27? As far as I remember, this ain't happened. But along with this nice warm weather, always comes, in deep south, a storm. Which gets back to the point. We will see storms in our life of all many shapes and sizes. Yep. Sometimes they're not global. They're not worldwide. In fact, that's rarely the case. They're more of a personal nature. Localized natural disasters like tornadoes, or even worse, hurricanes. We suffer from both of them here, where I live and in the deep south. Because it's not like we're all that far from the Gulf of Mexico. Yep, the hurricanes have made it up this far and tore us up pretty bad in the past. Thankfully, that hasn't happened in quite some time, nor have we had a tornado strike my little small rural community here as well. But they've been close. The last one that came really close and did a whole lot of damage was just 1.5 miles up the road. That's pretty close. But today, I thought I'd jump on here because, I've been getting messages from y'all that need to keep my eye out on the weather. This here storm front was coming. And I do appreciate that. Not that, Spooky there wouldn't have alerted me. He's a member of the National Kitty Council Security Council. Whatever they call it. I think it's the Kitty Security Council. Yeah. So he would definitely tell me. Kitties, they got radar, satellites, they're far more technologically advanced than they'd like to put on. Just saying. But anyway, right now, it's rather calm. We got a light breeze. Of course, see the porch light on, it's automatic. That just tells you how dark it is. We got Speedy here, my little princess, cleaning up. Well, you got anything to say, Speedy? No? Nope, she's fine. But as always, that's something that you need to bear in mind. Animals have that. I'm not sure if it's their 6th sense, their 4th sense, 3rd sense, or whatever it is. They know when there's impending danger. There's a lot of research on that. Of course, as always, there's a lot of speculation about, they know when an earthquake's coming. I guess they can sense the vibrations. They know when a volcano's going to erupt, of all things. Now, here again, that probably goes back to vibrations. Such a low frequency, we people don't notice them. We busy people. They're not quite that busy. But I keep an eye on them. And I know many of you have brought that up as well. Now, we've had some harsh cold temperatures this year. But there was many articles that came out that this February would be, abnormally warm. And that's turned out to be the case. But just to show you, we have had some severe cold down in the lower 20s, and I'm talking 21, 22. You see here bamboo? Yep, this is my yellow bamboo, which is, an ornamental. Well, not ornamental, but it comes from the Orient, Asia primarily. And so this variety, and you see what's happened to it right here. It's all brown, and it is dead. See? Yep, dry and dead. Yep, we've had cold enough weather this year to kill some of the bamboo. Not all, but some. Some of it survived. It's sort of kind of strange, see? But others didn't make the trip. And that's happened before. Some parts, as you can see out there in the bamboo forest, parts that were exposed, they're dead. Parts entering closer to the stock are alive. And I think this one's pretty much, it pretty much had the schnitzel. Where here, we got some that's quite alive. So will it continue to flourish? Well, the answer to that is, yeah, the roots aren't died. And this spring, many, many more shoots will spring up from the ground, won't they, Spooky? Yep. And you can see the wind's starting to pick up a little bit. And that's why we were out here, and I was checking with Spooky and Speedy. And of course, Cleo was here earlier, grabbing her some food. I always try to keep food out there for them. You see the old flag starting to blow briskly in the wind. But it's not terrible yet. And that sky is starting to look rather ominous. For that, there's no doubt. Trees are starting to sway in the breeze. But like always, I'm not worried. But for those who might say, well, shouldn't be worried, you need to pray, know God's got your back. Well, I do. I know that. But I also know we should be aware of our current situation. Because at any time, it can go south for whatever reason. And I never question that. You see, our Father knows way more than I'll ever know. Or any of us. But I thought I'd come out here and do a quick video, show you what was going on. Even though nothing right now is all that problematic. And I put up a poll on our community page, which, if you have click that little bell for notifications and all notifications, you should get a notification when I do something like that over on the community page. But if you don't, even though you do got the bell clicked and all notifications, all you got to do is go to the home page of the channel. And down below the banner, you'll see, like home, videos, playlists. You'll see something that says community. Just click on that. Because I often put things there so to let you know, well, it's polls, upcoming videos, or the fact that here, I've been taking a little time off catch up on things, channel maintenance, some things around the home, and watching the Olympics and such. Not to mention some deep dive research, which if y'all like those videos, maybe you'll let me know that too. Some do, some don't. Some like the walkabouts, some really like the cooking videos, and some like the rideabouts. Some like the kitty crew. And what you might not know, and I'm not sure where he is right at the moment, Mr. Gray, he's been a pretty regular here lately. He's been letting me even pet him. Maybe I'll remember next time to have the camera with me. Because you know how I am about things. If it ain't on video, it just didn't happen. Because we all have cameras. We all have cell phones. I mean, in my mind, when somebody brings something up on social media and said this or that happened, but then, you know, well, first of all, they're on social media, right? And second of all, well, why no video? That's where, you know, that little alarm bell in my head starts going whoop, whoop, whoop. Something don't smell right here. Anyway, that's just me. But, you know, check out that poll by going to the home page, clicking on community, and you'll see it. See, I'd like to see what your thoughts are, how you feel about something. I mean, I'm probably going to do it the way I was going to do it anyway, but I'd like to know your thoughts. So that's it. Wasn't like we was going to come out here and do a whole lot, was it, Spooky? You sure there's nothing we need to be concerned about? Huh? You know, they say we're going to war with Russia. What do you think, Spook? No? Well, you know they're still going to invade Ukraine. No, they're not. There you have it. From the head of the kitty National Security Council. You saw him shake his head. And he said, nope, Ukraine's not going to be invaded. And I don't know about you. I'd rather go with Spooky here and his intel than go with mainstream media. And I gotta admit, social media, they're almost as bad now too, or if not worse. Because it all gets back, no matter what. It's all about those Washingtons, Benjamins, you know, that kind of stuff. So y'all, since Spooky's all calm, as you can see, and it, I mean, it's just, well, if it wasn't all overcast, it'd be a perfect day. But the fact that it is overcast, I would say it was 95% perfect anyway. And with that said, I got to get in, start that dinner. Hence why I put up that poll. Yep. Because I'm going to see what you got to say before I start cooking it up. You know, I eat late anyway, and it's only about 4:30, even though it looks like it should be about 6:30. So y'all let me know. Go to that community page, put your vote in there on the poll, and let me know how you do things. As always, that's what makes this channel great. All of y'all participating, your comments, your support, not only for me, the kitty crew, but for everybody in it. You know, down in the comments, you know, and I read everyone. It's like I said, you get a heart, I read it. And that gets harder and harder as the channel grows bigger and bigger, which is still growing, and I'm appreciative to all of y'all for all of that. Never thought that'd ever happen, but it has. And that's why, you know, like days today, we really don't got a whole lot going on. You know, I feel the need to come out here and let you know what's going on. You know, the old man's still alive and kicking. Kid crew's all doing fine. The little white house under the oak still hanging in there. So, I mean, overall, life is good. And I'm not going to complain about this warm weather, even though I know there's always a cost. Severe weather with it, especially this time of year. Boy, after my last electric bill and gas bill, well, I'm saying thank you, God, because it's not on right now. Got the heat turned slap off. And that's a good thing. And I'm sure it's a good thing wherever you may be, if you could do that too. Because all of our electric bills, gas bills, heat and oil bills, what have you, have really soared this year. And who does that impact the most? The least that can afford it. It's always the poor, the elderly, the retired, those on fixed incomes. Yep, that's who pays the price. That's who suffers. And, you know, it really irritates me a lot of times when our politicians say, we're the richest country on the planet. Well, I guess it all depends on who you are for that statement to be true. So, y'all, I'm going to leave you with all that. I probably said enough to get me in trouble anyway. Since Spooky and Speedy there on the steps were shaking their head in confirmation. You know, Spooky really worries when the old man gets talking too much. You know, being opinionated, sharing his beliefs. Yeah. You know, he'll tell me, you know, he's current generation too. He's not a millennial. I'm not sure what he is. But, you know, in these days you gotta stay pretty neutral, or you get a lot of backlash. Not that I care. I've tried to explain that to Spooky. We are what we are, and we are who we are. Right, Spooky? My little accountant and marketing genius, right? You know I love you. Now, Speedy, she's just full of love, as you all can see. Loves life, loves her brother Spooky, and loves me. And life is good. Whether all you got left is your furry friends, or if you got close friends and family that share your lives together. Yep, I don't get to see my family much anymore because of current situation, life, and what have you. I do talk to them quite often. And considering, here again, current situation, that's a good thing. But I do got my furry friends here. There's two here currently. Like I said, Cleo was here earlier. And Mr. Gray. Magoo, he comes and goes as he pleases, as does Elrod. Of course, I always got my baby Gracie inside with me. So with all that said, what we're going to do is we're going to call this one done. I've let you know how we are and the current situation. I've laid a few thoughts on you to think on and ponder. And as always, I know you'll share your thoughts, your beliefs and opinions in the comments below the video. And I look forward to them. So until I, Spooky, Speedy, Cleo, Mr. Gray, sometimes Elrod and Magoo, and of course Gracie, which is right inside the screen door, looking out. And I know many of you said, let her out. Oh no. We've tried that. She starts shaking way too much, getting all upset and everything. She's got her house. You know, it's just like some women folk. The house is their castle, not the man's, no matter what the man may think. Anyway, until we all see you on the next video, y'all take care. Stay safe out there. May God bless you as you bless others. Goodbye for now. Spooky, you sure there's nothing? Our friends and family done started to walk off, get back in their cars. Is there any secret information you want to share with Papa? Is there? You know, economic, war, virus related, food short. I mean, come on. There's nothing? You're being awful tight-lipped here lately. You're starting to worry me. Now, I know what y'all said. If we humans screwed up the world enough, you kitties, along with your doggy alliance and that, would take over the world. That hit a chord, didn't it? Funny, huh? Later, all.